right now, as a real estate investor, Ron and I are net sellers. We are selling again. We're also holding a lot of our real estate. I'm talking about the most recession-proof product there is, and then the second most recession-proof product. Because if you're not in the first one and it's hard to get into right now, you're going to want room for the second one. Hence, Karen, if this is worth knowing, worth sharing with somebody you know. Excellent. Now, being stick-to-itiveness, embodying the power of stick-to-itiveness. It takes 8 steps. And I'm going to go through a PowerPoint that I put together for you because I want to make sure everybody gets this. And I understand many of you are visual. So before we jump into the book of the week, please make sure who can hold me accountable. Ask if you'll be willing to hold me accountable to make sure that I come back to recession proof and those investments. Excellent. Mark Doswell, Amy McMurray. Okay. Wealth Principle 24 is the power of stick-to-itiveness. This is doggedness. This is moving through anything that challenges you in life. You got to set a goal. So 8 steps to commit to your goals. The first step is set a goal. So right now you got about 5 seconds to set a goal. Any goal does not matter. I set a goal to become a billionaire in the next 8 years. So I set a goal to be a billionaire 4 years ago. And I'm just moving in progressive nature to that. I've doubled my net worth, doubled my income every single year. And that has allowed me to know that I'm on track to becoming a billionaire. Hands to the camera, if you could do that kind of math yourself, you understand that it's just math to get to a billionaire. Just keep doubling every year, or go to a billion and double your way back. How many times do you have to come and split a billion in half? So we set the goal, whatever it may be. And for most of you, it won't be a billion. And it shouldn't be, right? For most of you, $1 million or 2 million at 6% interest is $120,000 a year. Hands to the camera if you could live on that. If there's anybody on this call who could live with 120 a year, all right. Anybody who could live on $250,000 a year. Anybody who, if you didn't have to work for it. I see a few shaking your heads. $1 million a year? Would $1 million a year be satisfying? Some of you are meant to be billionaires. The rest of you, it's okay. Give yourselves a round of applause if you're okay with where you want to be, right? You set your goals. All right. It's not about money either. It's not all about money. Money is just a resource. It's just a tool. It's just a way to get the things that you actually want, to support the people that you want. 2, commit to the process. You must commit to the process. And what a commitment is an emotional experience. It is not a logical experience. The math is logical. The decision that this goal is worthwhile, the ideas around how to get there, that's one of the next steps, is all logical. In order to commit to it, it is an emotional experience. This is why so many smart people, intelligent people who have degrees, never get the things that they want. It's because they're not willing to commit. They don't understand what their emotional, how to tap into their heart, how to tap into their spirit. And so they emotionally shut down. They have no sauce, no energy, no juice. And it's if you can experience that commitment is emotions. You can see that. You can feel it. So how do I explain how to commit to the process? It would be one of those times where you have in your life said, no matter what, I am getting this. No matter what, I will never be treated this way again. No matter what, this person will see me for who I am, and I will do the thing that I've committed to do, no matter what. You might want to write that down. NMW, no matter what. And another sentence that makes me feel so powerful is whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, or WIT. It is an emotional experience. And when you write those down, I really want you to close your eyes just for a minute and feel that level of commitment. You wrote down a number a little while ago. Step 1, write a goal, set a goal. You wrote down a number, and maybe you wrote down a way of life, a quality of life that you're expecting for yourself. Feel it as if it was already yours and someone took it away from you, and you're saying, that is mine. I'm coming back to it no matter what, whatever it takes. Absolutely. Open your eyes, write down that feeling one more time, write it down, whatever it takes, no matter what, I will produce this result. Now, the next step to committing to the process is you've got to have a plan, right? You have to have a plan in order to accomplish anything. Now, your plan doesn't have to be perfect. And this is one of the challenges that I've seen a lot of people as we've coached, hundreds of millionaires over the years. We've gone through people who started with absolutely nothing, come to me and say, okay, like, how do I become a millionaire? First mistake they make, how? Right. Well, if you commit and you stick to it, and then you ask me what to do next, because what to do next is a little more important than how you do it, and who can do it for you is even more important. That's super high leverage. Whatever. I'm a mentor, so I've answered the question, how to do it. I give them the how. I give them the plan. I give them a strategy, $1 million strategy. Put on a piece of paper. I'll go with the simplest, biggest one I've ever done. Hands to camera if you'd like to see my biggest, easiest millionaire strategy. Simplest one. Buy a $5 million property, $4 million. And if you want to get really rich, buy a $5 million property for $3 million, right? You want to make $2 million in a day? Just go and purchase a property that is worth far more than you've been thinking about. Most people think about a $250,000 property. That's their baseline. Or if you're in a higher market, you think about a $500,000 property, maybe a $1 million property if you're in New York City or San Francisco. But most people aren't thinking on big enough properties to hit these goals quickly overnight. Hands camera if that's been true for you too. You've experienced that. You know somebody who's experienced that. Anybody know somebody who's been thinking small before? It doesn't have to be you, right? All right. So plan. It has to make sense, but it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're spending too much time planning, because we've had a lot of people come to the mentorship. By the way, hands to camera if you've been in the mentorship. If you're somebody who's been through the Alchemist mentorship program, you spent the money, you invested the time, and you got into this tribe. That's why your face, your beautiful face is on this camera right now, available so everybody can see the people that could be invested with, the people that I know, like, and trust, the people that do things morally, ethically, and legally. If you're seeing their cameras on the screen right now, if you're on Facebook or YouTube and you're seeing their faces, these are people who have been through my mentorship program. Ask about them, right? Like, sure, if you want to do a deal with them, ask me. I will vouch for any one of these people because I know that they do things morally, ethically, legally. They've been trained by me, by other millionaires, the millionaire coaches, the celebrity coaches have all written books on this call. By the way, let's give our celebrity coaches, there's 8 millionaire coaches who have written books on their special subjects. Mike's book's coming out in partnerships, coming soon. And they're donating and dedicating their time to building millionaires. Why do we do that? Yeah, it's because we set out a plan of how to make the world a better place. And we said it starts with the first 100. Now, the plan hasn't been perfect. We've had to adjust it. Hands to camera if it's okay if you adjust your plan as you go. You're willing to do that. Excellent. So step 3 is write down a plan. Just get something in writing so you can start. It may change. It may have to change. That's okay.